Hello, my name is Lori Somerville, and this is a tutorial for the Show Me app. Show Me is a global learning community where you can learn or teach about anything. Show Me is designed for iPad use, and it can be used along with your whiteboard. So to begin to use Show Me, first visit their website and you need to create an account. So just enter your basic information and create your Show Me account. Once you create your account, getting started is super easy. So when you first get on Show Me, I would advise you to take a little time and to explore, to search, and to look at some other Show Me's before you create your own, just so you can kind of see how they work. And let's take a look at this one.
Okay guys, in this video I want to discuss some of the internal structures here, and in this image we're going to begin looking at the inside of our right atrium. So we're inside the right atrium right now. So what we can actually see here, if we look, there is a wall on the right atrium that would separate the right atrium from the left atrium called the interatrial septum. Now, there's some openings here. What we can actually see in this hole here, guys, is the opening for the inferior vena cava. And we can see where the inferior vena cava would be. I'll abbreviate IVC. Now, what we would also see here is a remnant of fetal life, what used to be a shunt between the right atrium to the left atrium. And this is called the fossa ovalis. The fossa ovalis allow blood to flow through the intraatrial septum. Here we can actually see, guys, the opening for the blood vessel that drains the heart muscle, bringing it in, one of the other entrances for blood into the right atrium. This would be the opening for the coronary sinus. We can also make note, guys, of some of the muscles that we find in the more anterior heart wall called pectinate muscle. Pectinate muscle, M-period muscle, pectinate muscle. Now I do want to begin to show you guys one of the valves that can be seen here, this valve. We know there are valves of the heart, and we happen to have this valve here, guys, called the tricuspid valve. Now why do I put tri? It is the right atrioventricular valve, and try to think about try to be right.
Okay, we took a brief look at another individual's Show Me, and you can kind of notice that he had images on the screen and that he was able to talk and narrate through the slides, as well as write on the slide as he went along. So it has a couple of great features that we're going to check out in just a second. So this concludes part one, just getting you signed up and acclimated to the program. And in part two, we will actually create our own Show Me. Alright, welcome back to part two of our tutorial. And here we're going to create our first Show Me. So at the top of your screen, and this is the same even if you were on the Apple app, on the top of the screen it says Create. After you have pressed Create, the Show Me app will open, and this is what your screen should look like. The arrow is pointing to the uppercase and the lowercase a, and that's what you click to add text to your Show Me. So you can write in the text box, and you can also change the color of the text and the size of the font. You can also move the text box around to the location that you would like it to be. Next, you would notice that the arrow is pointing to a small rectangular shape, and this shape is used for writing with your finger, and you can, basically draw on the screen, and this is great for adding annotations and notes and comments on top of pictures, as well as outlining. Next, the arrow is pointing to a small picture of a graphic or of a picture, and you click this, you select this to add a picture, and you can add a picture that's already from your library on your iPad, or you could add a picture from a live camera if you want to take the picture right then. Next, the arrow is pointing to a curved arrow. It is the undo button. So if you do something and you want to immediately undo it, then you can press this undo button. This arrow is pointing to an eraser, and this eraser can erase text as well as graphics and basically anything that you put on the screen. You have This arrow is pointing to the record button, and this record is used for recording your voice. Now the arrow is pointing to your color options, and this primarily focuses on the writing that you can do with your hand. Now the arrow is pointing to a small triangle, and this triangle is used to navigate through the pages. If you want to create a second page for your Show Me, all you have to do is click the right arrow, and at any time if you want to go back to a previous page, then you can click the left arrow. After you have added a voice recording to the Show Me, an option at the top of the screen that says Save Show Me will appear, and select that to complete your Show Me. So after you press complete, the Show Me will play, and you'll have the option of saving it or deleting it. If you choose to save it, you'll have to give it a name. You'll also have to tag some categories that it relates to, like history or math. After you save it, then you'll have the option to share it privately. You can keep it private, or you can share it with your community. Well, this concludes my tutorial on Show Me. I hope that you were able to find it informative, and I hope that you feel free to stop it and pause it and replay any parts that you needed to hear again. And that's pretty much it. Bye now.